Disclaimer: the following video contains dumb humour, fast talking, and /or copious amounts of cringe. Viewer discretion is advised. Also, this video is about the Bedrock/Windows 10/PE edition of Minecraft, and thus will not apply to Java. What if I told you that most of you are playing Minecraft wrong? There's a few basic things that everyone does, like punching trees, going mining, sadistically murdering innocent animals, mining some more, kill the Ender Dragon, or die trying. But you could do so much more than that, with the power of engineering and Minecraft science. Without automation, your poor, miserable Minecraft life is probably going to look a bit like this. But with automation, it will look a lot more like this. Automation, also known as farming, is when you build machines to harvest items for you with little or no player input. Automation provides access to a near infinite amount of diamond tools and gear without ever needing to go mining. This is achieved through trading with villagers using emeralds. In order to construct a trade hall, you will need a place to breed villagers, villager storage, villager transport, and a place to trade with them. Except in order to trade, you need to first get a lot of emeralds. One way to quickly get a lot of emeralds is a raid farm, but these are so overpowered they are actually banned on my server. So how do you get large amounts of emeralds without using a raid farm? Well, the answer to that is trade for them, and the best item to use for this, at least in my opinion, is fish. And the best way to get lots of fish is a fish farm like this one. Fish can only spawn in water in oceans and river biomes with direct access to the sky. So by building a large platform like this one, you prevent fish by spawning anywhere in the ocean near you. And this means that all the possible fish spawns will happen inside your farm, like on these magma blocks. Any mob falls in magma, it's pulled to the bottom and takes damage. This is easy enough to kill the fish as they spawn, giving you plenty of fish. Minecarts collect the fish drops through the magma, and these unloading systems drop the items into water streams, where they are then sorted into their corresponding items and stored in chests. I haven't been AFK here much. And then use these fish for trading, especially pufferfish, as they trade 1-to-1 for emeralds. In order to get pufferfish, your fish farm must be built inside a coral reef biome. Another key use of the fish farm is bones. Bones are used to craft bone meal, which allows you to instantly grow any plant or crop, which is incredibly useful for quickly farming these items without these massive farms. Squid will also spawn inside this farm, and they drop ink sacs, which are used as black dye. By far the most intricate part of the farm is the sorting system, and this isn't even necessary. You can then trade the fish for emeralds, giving you more than enough to buy all the items and tools that you'll need. Another useful type of farm is an iron farm. Whenever you gather villagers in an area, under the right conditions, an iron golem will spawn to protect them. The iron farm is built so that the iron golem will always spawn in the water and fall directly down into the lava below. When slain, iron golems will drop 1-to-4 iron bars. A new iron golem will spawn, and repeat the process, giving you a ton of iron over time. Iron is incredibly useful, as it is used to craft hoppers and other redstone components that are key to automating your farms. Once you have access to an elytra, you will need fireworks for powered flight, and fireworks require gunpowder. Personally, my favourite way to get gunpowder is threatening people for it. Hey Josh.
Yeah?
Hand it over. But besides doing that, there are 4 ways to get gunpowder: killing creepers, killing ghasts, or killing witches. I said 4, as gunpowder can also be found in chests, but this is incredibly rare and very slow. Ghasts are basically impossible to farm, witches are possible, but don't drop much, which leaves creepers. Since it is impossible to find creeper spawners, you will need to construct a typical mob farm, but ensure that only creepers can spawn. This works because creepers have a height of 1.7 meters, whereas all other mobs that can spawn normally, except spiders, have a height of 2 meters. Spiders have a width of 2 by 2 meters, meaning that buttons prevent their spawns. Trapdoors have a height of 0.3 meters, so creepers can spawn underneath them, while most mobs can't. This ensures that your farm will only spawn creepers. Due to a mistake in the pathfinding algorithm, creepers will attempt to walk over trapdoors as though they are full blocks. This will lead to them falling into the farm. You can then kill these creepers in whichever way is convenient and collect the gunpowder. It is important to build the farm high up and over the ocean, as this will reduce the number of other mobs spawning nearby to almost zero. The other key component of fireworks is paper, and you get paper by crafting it from sugarcane. And you can get a lot of sugarcane using a massive manual farm like this one, but manual farms are bad. I mean, they're not automatic, so they're not fun. Not to mention, an automatic sugarcane farm is so incredibly easy to build that I'll actually teach you how to do it myself. And you do so like this. First of all, place your dirt that you want sugarcane to be on. Then, you place your hopper line, going off to a storage system of some sort. You can then waterlog the hopper, like this. You've got to crouch. Place your sugarcane. Come up 2 blocks here. Place a piston that will break the sugarcane. Place an observer this way, not that way. And a block with redstone dust. Then you just have to place your glass pane on here, so that if the sugarcane gets pushed forward, it will stop at the right spot. Just build your wall up, and then your glass pane going along to however many modules of this you're going to do, because you can literally just keep on building more right next to it, like this. Fill in the sides, so that the sugarcane won't fly out anywhere, and the top as well. And I can demonstrate this if I just change the game random tick speed to 1000 or 100. You will see the sugarcane grows. Eventually, maybe. Sugarcane grows, the observer's detected, and the pistons push it. Most of it will land in the hoppers, but some won't. Although in survival your rates are going to be much slower. It is worth mentioning that there is one tactic that you can do with a friend, but for that you need friends, and I don't have those, so yeah, I can't do it. Basically, one person bone meals the sugarcane repeatedly, the other one breaks it repeatedly, and you just do that at the same time, and you get plenty of sugarcane. Bone meal you have plenty of because of the fish farm, if you actually built it, but friends maybe not so. Good news! I found a friend. So, and then we swap round. And it's that easy. Guardians are a special kind of aquatic mob that spawn exclusively in 25 isolated spots around an ocean monument. By constructing glass pillars in all of these spots, you can trap all of the Guardian spawns and kill them using magma blocks. Hopper minecarts then collect their drops and funnel them into a storage system. If you obstruct all but one of these spawning locations, then you force the Guardians to spawn all in one spot, where they can then be funneled off into a kill chamber for XP and for drops. This is by far the simplest and quickest Guardian farm and can be built in easily under an hour. Guardians drop more XP orbs than regular mobs, so they are especially useful for farming for experience. A good storage system should contain a surplus of chests for all possible items produced by the farm. And it helps if it looks cool. Of course, a sorting system like this relies on redstone to sort the items into their own separate chests. And I'll show you how to do that right now. So you have your item line, you have your double chest you want to sort the items into. First thing you do is you come up next to the chest, and you place a hopper facing any direction except down. It can't be facing directly down, because hoppers are weird. But point it to the side, any side is fine, but it's best to go that way because you can put these next to each other and you don't want it going into the hopper next to it. Then, you place a hopper below it going to the chest, and you place a block here and here, one here, and this, like a O without the corner. Place your comparator going that way. 2 redstone dust, a repeater there, and a torch there. Then you can just fill in. Let's just use bone block. You fill in this, and no items will get drawn from it up to there. You see this starts to get pulled until you have 18 left. And if I demonstrate this, no items getting pulled, no items getting pulled, no items getting pulled. That gets pulled out, and it goes into the chest. And when you put any other item in there, let's do that. You see it does not get taken into the chest. Only the item you want, which is not that. Only the item you want comes through into the chest. Blaze spawners can be found around nether fortresses. If you manage to find 2 in one location, you can make a pretty efficient farm for them. Since you can't make use of water in the nether, you'll need to push the blazes using flying machines. The flying machine pushes the blazes into a central trench and goes back and forth sweeping the blazes as it goes. From this central trench, the blazes are pushed into one kill chamber, where they can be killed using a trident killer or swords. Like guardians, blazes also drop more XP than regular mobs, and the blaze rods they drop can be used as fuel in furnaces. A trident killer involves pushing tridents around so that they are always touching and damaging mobs. A blaze farm like this, combined with looting free, will give you a ton of blaze rods. Witch farms are useful for producing large amounts of gunpowder, redstone and glowstone, but they often require a lot of mining. A perimeter is a large area of space that you have completely mined out in order to prevent the spawning of mobs. Projects like that require a lot of mining, which of course requires a lot of pickaxes, and that's where our trade tool comes in. But after seeing all these farms, the thing that you have to remember is that Minecraft is a game for everyone, and it's completely okay to play through the game at a slow and steady pace. But not for us. This is what happens when you take Minecraft too far. Although, slight disclaimer, I didn't build this, it was one of my friends. But it's not just that. Because we are so good at not having a life, we've managed to dig out all of this, and we'll soon fill it with a massive community trade tool. And thanks to lockdown, this whole thing only took a few weeks. Although, it probably would take the same amount without lockdown, so can't say too much though. On a more serious note, this massive mega project simply wouldn't be possible without villager trading or other kinds of automation. All of these sea lanterns come from the Guardian farm. All the food we need for this, also from the Guardian farm. All the tools and XP for mending, villager trading, and also the Guardian farm. And this system here is responsible for sorting out and storing all of the items that we have gathered from this massive project. We have literally filled a double chest full of shulkers of stone, which is over 100,000 stone. We simply place in shulkers full of unsorted items, like stone, dirt, gravel, diorite, etc. Flick the lever, and the system begins sorting them into shulkers full of their individual item. This will be incredibly helpful once we actually start construction of the trade tool, as we need to know what all these items are while we're building it. What do we do with all this stone? Well, the answer is, we start massive projects and never finish them. Like this castle. And this cliff, which took way too much time in only 3 days, and yeah, that was not fun. And this castle, and the massive empty space below it. Although admittedly this castle is currently being worked on, so I guess it's not really abandoned, but I mean it's not finished yet. Someone did finish this massive Mayan pyramid though once, so I guess there is that. So yeah, there's that attempt at making a video of some sort, since I accidentally hit delete on the Instagram livestream, and I wanted to do it a bit more professionally than what I did in that. If this made any sense at all, or if you're even actually watching this, I'm actually impressed, and good job. And maybe you can use some of these tips, but I honestly really doubt it.